Used to do continuous monitoring of the right to education, and mostly we focus on basic education. So we are mostly looking at primary and secondary education. But consistently, there were reports that were coming out to show that, there is a decline in performance of government publicly funded education. So we did a budget analysis of the funding over 5 years for education. We realized that with the universal primary education, the capitation grant had never increased since the start, and we were in 10 years by that time. And we were like, this was accounting for a lot of the inefficiencies that we are seeing in the public education sector. So what the schools were doing instead, they started innovating on how to make money, and they would come up with non-tuition fees to be paid by the parents of the children. So in the end, you'd find that the amount of money that our parents still had to use in order to get their child into even a universal primary education school was a lot. And many children were beginning to fall out of the education system. And yet the whole point of coming up with UPE was to increase access to education. Then we went back to a situation like we were prior to UPE, to the removal of tuition, where now parents started weighing who are they taking to school and who are they not taking to school. And definitely that affects the girl child more.
So we took this matter to court in 2014.
And it immediately sparked a lot of national debate. It was the Initiative for Social and Economic Rights, and then Honorable Joseph Sewungu, who was a member of parliament, and we knew that he would really bring the issue to parliament. He's also a popular MP. So also in terms of the media getting interested to ask him why he is in court, it really worked very well because we got lots and lots of media interviews.
Initially, the state attorney said, these are issues for the executive. The court has no business, in entertaining such issues. And if court entertained this matter, would put a hold or a stall on the budget process, which was not true. The country could not be held on ransom because of this case that we had taken. But because the media blew the case to levels that we never expected, there are people who had not been consulted that picked on the issue and started, moving with it. And, there was a lot of, radio airtime that was given to us, TV airtime, please come, let's speak about this. And all those were spaces for the public to say, this is gross, because in many cases, the budget documents are so huge, you must have interest to open them.
To one extent that the ministry and the Minister for Education had to come out by themselves and they make a commitment before Parliament to increase the capitation grant before the case went very far. Now, at primary level, there are more public schools and more government grant-aided schools that you would technically consider public schools. So approaching it that way was quite useful.